AXW Recharge. This first match is scheduled for one fall.
The crowd's still filling in, but we are going to get the action started right about now.
Introducing first, from Mer City, Maryland, he is the Messenger, Murmur.
Look at his eyes, BP.
And look at that flag. There you see it, deaf and proud. One of the few deaf professional wrestlers. Proud of that. Again, we talked about it last month with the AXW Autism Championship. Wrestling is for everyone, and overcoming your physical differences is such a big, big thing, and that is what Murmur is all about. This is going to be a great one. I can't wait for this one. But he will be the visiting team tonight because his opponent is going to be Schuylkill County's own.
And his opponent.
You can already hear the ovation starting.
He is sponsored by AWA Mike from the Neon District of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. He is Serious Business, Andy Header.
Serious business with a serious connection to the crowd. You see him slapping hands, gave somebody a too sweet. Absolutely ready.
He probably went to school with half of these people.
Absolutely.
Andy Header, a very accomplished veteran wrestler. A list of achievements a mile long. Went toe-to-toe so many times over last year with Goldie. Beat him in that brass knuckles on a pole match. Beat Ryan Mooney here a few months ago. But tonight it's him and Murmur.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was just actually informed here tonight that this now is a triple threat match.
A triple threat
and
match.
Your next opponent is Zach Zander.
Zach Zander has been added to the opening match here at AXW Recharge.
See Murmur turning over to our ring announcer. Andy, he's keeping his cool, but here's Zach Zander. He's ready to go. He's here for his opportunity.
This had to be a late addition by our general manager, Andy Weinberg. They don't even have Zach Zander's music. What if he wins? Cue his music up. What if he wins? I know a little bit about Zach Zander. Zach Zander fighting out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, fighting a little bit north of here. A little undersized, but he makes up for it with his tenacity, with his drive, with his will to win. Zach Zander is the epitome of that old cliche. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight and the dog, and we are on.
Andy getting us underway, offering up a handshake. We'll see if Murmur also takes it. Handshake between Zander and Murmur as well.
A show of respect from all three wrestlers here. We're going to have a triple lockup.
Oh, Murmur getting the best that tests the strength early on, taking down Andy.
Zander now, it looks like we may have a makeshift alliance. That's what these three guys are all about, but Murmur powers right through it.
Catching with some big strikes. And I think we see some of the strength of Murmur being a strong advantage starting out here.
Header and Zander might have to work together because Murmur is a house of fire early. But there you see the athleticism of Zander, a beautiful Rana.
Getting about the agility there, getting some strikes of his own now. Grabbing the hand of Murmur. Oh, able to keep his head on a swivel.
Zander, a little undersized, but a very efficient striker. He knows how to fly, but a very efficient striker as well. Can walk those ropes like it's nothing.
And down he goes. Oh, catching onto Andy, taking both his opponents out and really wrenching on that wrist of Murmur.
Zander didn't get that exactly the way he wanted, but he may have caught Header in the shoulder with a knee, and there you see Murmur
catching onto that hand, but
falling victim to that Rana in our replay. But right now, back to live action, and Header showing some striking of his own. And a beautiful DDT. What you're going to see a lot of from Header is ranged striking. You're going to see a lot of strikes from afar. Loves that Superman punch. Loves that poison arrow, acid arrow.
Sent into the corner now by Murmur. Caught with that big back elbow and then that right hand.
Almost a cutter there, but it turns into a snapmare and a chop to the back.
Oh, drop that knee there, going in for a cover.
And there is what makes these three-way contests so hard, is you have to have eyes in the back of your head. You have to account for both of your opponents at once. This is not elimination rules. But what is elimination rules? Later tonight, our main event, 5-on-5, Team Quay against Team Goldie. In our main event, it is the American Hammer, Matt Quay, the AXW champion, and the Ace of Space Academy against the Golden Era, O'Shea Edwards and Jay Haru. And there is Zach Zander with a cannonball.
Straight to the back of Murmur now, going in for a header, but weaving through, able to take advantage.
Header is a veteran. He has so much experience. He probably has more experience than these two combined. And there you see it. Sticking and moving, striking, keeping it. And there comes the acid arrow from Header.
Bulldog attached and taking out with the clothesline. Great combination there, cover, and almost had it.
Andy Header, here we see it again. First it's Murmur with the acid arrow, but he grabs Zander with the clothesline as well.
Pulling up Murmur now, but breaks through. Going through with those slaps to the neck. First on the whip. Able to catch him with the boot.
Murmur had that well scouted.
Tripping there. Coming off the side of the ring with that drop kick.
Vicious baseball slide drop kick. And I have to wonder if, and you don't want to put this in a negative way, but you wonder if Murmur not being able to hear is going to affect him in a three-way match. He's not going to hear his opponents come from behind. I don't know if you heard Zach Zander coming up from behind him there.
You're certainly right. It does change up how your approach is going to be, especially when you're not anticipating a three-way match.
Yeah, that's a great point, Brian. An excellent point. Zach Zander is going to fly. Moonsault press to both his opponents.
This Pennsylvania crowd very enthusiastic on the part of Zander. We see it once again.
And that is a textbook moonsault. It looks like Murmur got the worst of that one, but Header may have caught a knee to the head as well. Zander going up to the top again in live action.
Very smart to choose Murmur as his chosen target. Rolls through though. Murmur had it scouted again.
And there is once again that power of Murmur.
Weaves through, gets the waist lock, and catches him with that knee.
A great series of strikes from Murmur lays Zach Zander out. Header is nowhere to be found. This is a golden opportunity Murmur must capitalize. Header is wiped out on the apron.
That was a vicious knee to the head. Now wrapping around.
Modified Uranagi puts Zander out.
Still holding on to him. Maybe not done yet. Going for that pinfall attempt, but Header right behind him holds on to his arm.
And we could see a Kryptonite Crunch here. This is one of Header's favorite moves. On the Zander!
Taking out both opponents, covering them both.
That's it.
Here is your winner, Andy Header.
And it is serious business indeed, as Murmur gets Kryptonite crunched and crunches Zach Zander in the process for the 1, the 2, and the 3. A big hometown win for the hometown hero, Andy Header, who is a short drive back to possibly he's driving home a winner.
Saw him pointing to his head. Certainly brought the smarts, the experience there.
You have to, and now he's saying, I want that belt. Andy Header always looking for an opportunity to take that next level. He's been in AXW title contention before. Had a lot of storied matches with former AXW champion Ian Bush, but now it is Header showing respect to his opponents. And it's another big win, and a guy who has a lot of them. in serious business, Andy Hatter, but what a performance by Zach Sander, what a performance by Murmur as well.
And with the strength, the agility on display, I am very impressed. Definitely going to keep my eye out for both of them.
And if you like what you're watching here on Recharge, and almost immediately after Recharge, 6:05 tonight, so in about 45 minutes at Excellence.tv, powered by Patreon. If you want to sample AXW in its fullest tonight, American Dreams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of Recharge, and it is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Oh boy. This is never good. This is never good.
I think I heard a collective groan. Sirens wailing throughout the hall.
First, we have the team of Officer Ronnie Moses and the guard dog, Malcolm Murray. They are Security Inc.
So far here on Recharge, this is episode 3, we have seen Ronnie Moses handcuff and assault Cody Fluffman. We have seen them go after the Hispanic mechanics as well last month. But tonight it might be a little tough. It might be tough because there's a team that is going to be a little more willing to fight fire with fire in the form of Los Toxicos.
They certainly will be needing to bring that fire if they're going up against a couple of folks that are willing to bend the
their
rules
opponents,
despite their profession.
accompanied to the ring by Net Castle, the team of Utic Sucio and Sebastian Amor. They are Los Toxicos.
And you just saw Ronnie Moses run for it.
All right, he might have a reason to run. You see them shouting, you see them crying out battle cries. They're ready for war.
Los Toxicos accompanied by Nat Castle. We have seen her in action previously here at AXW. Came up a little short last month against Ava Everett.
Ready to lead her team to victory today against Security Inc. Los Toxicos ready to go in 2-on-2 tag team main event for AXW Recharge here.
And AXW's tag team division is so vibrant. There are so many top contenders to those titles currently held by Wonder Boy, Brian Morris, and Wet Brett Waters of the Golden Era. Team Baby Daddy is back and better than ever. They are going to refocus and come back for their titles. We have Hispanic Mechanics, of course, Ace of Space Academy, of course, and these two teams. Ronnie Moses is back, and I don't think it's been picked up on our cameras, but he has brought back a pair of handcuffs.
He's ready to apply those at any moment. I'm sure if he gets the opportunity to use them in the match, get it around the referee's point of view.
And it is going to be Sebi Amor for Los Toxicos. It is going to be Officer Ronnie Moses for Security Inc. And our Recharge main event is on.
There we see the handcuffs at play. Big lock up here, around to a waist lock, and Officer Ronnie already, showing some disrespect.
Stepping on the backside of Sebi Amor.
Look at the focus on his face right now. Hands clasped, raising up for another lockup.
Beautiful go behind by Moses, but Amor powers out, reverses. You see Amor dropping those hits.
Get a little bit of gyration going there. Ronnie ain't having it though. He's not feeling it.
Amor's not in his last name for nothing.
The guard dog getting up in the corner now. Murray ready to step in and defend Ronnie if need be.
If you are wrestling Los Toxicos, you must have eyes in the back of your head. They work as a unit. They are not afraid to bend and break the rules.
Getting that gyration back again. Ronnie showing a little bit of disdain for that one. sending Sebi face first.
And now he's patting down Sebi Amor.
Oh,
A rose. The Latin lover of Los Toxicos, Sebi Amor, was hiding a rose, which is summarily thrown down by Ronnie Moses.
Rolling through a big hip toss here. Beautiful form on that one. Oh, ready to tag in his partner.
There you see some great teamwork from Los Toxicos, isolating Moses in their corner. And now looking for that double team, double back elbow.
Giving a kiss to the crowd. A couple of double elbows. Cover now.
2 count only. Los Toxicos, of course, coming from that great Creative Pro dojo in Long Island, New York, which has spawned the likes of MJF and many, many others. Brian Myers doing a great job ushering in the next generation of players. Leo Sparrow, another Creative Pro veteran. And there you see later tonight, Richard Holiday will be taking on world-class Channing Thomas. Richard Holiday, one of the very, very best out there right now. And that's a big chest bump from Susio.
Able to stay one step ahead of Officer Ronnie. Oh, getting that atomic drop in there too. The counters have been very creative on the part here.
And again, if you like what you're seeing right now, if you're enjoying this AXW action, why not stick around for a little while? For just $9.99, you can join Excellence.tv. Join us on Patreon. You can watch American Dreams live tonight at 6:05 Eastern. You can watch past AXW events and future AXW events live as we get a nice 2 count there. Tickets on your birthday at AXW, or free tickets for your birthday month, 20% off all tickets at AXWTix.com, and a whole lot more at Excellence.tv. But let's get back to this action, because it looks like, I was going to say Security Inc.'s in trouble, but now you see Ronnie Moses is in trouble. I was right. Always trust your first instincts, Brian.
Coming off there, and oh, catching Murray on the side there with a drop kick, but oh, had the distraction. Officer Ronnie able to take advantage. Big clothesline there.
Vicious clothesline from the officer. You got a mad guard dog now. You got a mean, snarling guard dog on that apron, looking for a tag.
He's ready. He wants to lay some punishment in, some retribution. Oh,
and now the power hitter for Security Inc. with a haymaker to the ribs. Malcolm Murray is the closer of this team. He can put you away very, very quickly.
You saw that moment. He decided he wanted to lay some punishment. That headbutt, absolutely devastating. Sending Sebi back down and more in some trouble.
Hip attack to the back. You can see Sebi Amor groaning in pain. That takes your breath out of you. That can affect your ability to move and bend, and just everything goes bad if your back goes bad. If you're old enough, if you're old like me, you know what back problems can do to you.
Yeah, you can work around maybe a bad arm, a bad leg, but a back you can't avoid.
And later tonight, women's action. The Y2 cutie Ava Everett returns against Jasmine Howe.
Very excited to see those matchups later on. See the changes in the rankings, the division. And Security Inc., oh, especially with tactics like this, might be a favorite to advance in their division.
Excellent misdirection there. Murray distracts the official, while Officer Ronnie Moses blatantly chokes Sebi Amor along the middle rope.
Ronnie entering the fray once again, each member grabbing a leg.
Make a wish.
Cover now. 2 count. Moses not exactly happy about it.
And now you see the knees to the back from Officer Moses. And again, thank you to everybody joining us live here on YouTube. AXW Recharge happens before every AXW show. Make sure you join us, and make sure you join us on Excellence.tv as Sebi Amor fires back but is shot down again by Officer Moses.
Oh, straight jacket there, pulling back the legs. Almost.
Very close 2 count there. A very razor close 2 count for Officer Moses, who is making Sebi Amor assume the position.
Draped over the top rope.
Mocking Susio.
Oh, broken in half.
Big hip attack from Moses. And another very close 2 count. Sebi Amor in deep trouble. Here you see it again. Watch the well, don't watch that, but watch the athleticism of Ronnie Moses hopping over his partner, crashing down on his opponent, and these strikes are doing nothing. They're just making the guard dog angry.
Guard dog holding on to that wrist, keeping control, just eating those punches, and now applying that big bear hug, dog hug, if you will.
You got to admire the toughness, the tenacity of Sebi Amor, but it's looking mathematic right now unless these elbows are starting to find the mark.
Able to rebound off the ropes, but just, oh!
Jawbreaker from Sebi Amor, who needs to make that tag. I believe I took the words right out of your mouth there, Brian.
Going right over to his partner, reaching out, ready for the tag.
And there it is, Susio in, Ronnie Moses in. But it is all Susio, it is all Los Toxicos.
Able to hit that big Uranagi. Susio feeling right at home here. Blowing that kiss, coming right in for Ronnie.
Turning it around into a great spine buster for a 1, 2, and
oh no.
Would have had it if not for Malcolm Murray. The guard dog saves the day.
Susio in some trouble unless he can maneuver. Looked like there was a tag there. Oh.
Tag made there to Sebi Amor for sure. And the referee is down.
Oh, sent him off.
Spear through the ropes.
Almost caught Nat Castle on the outside.
Malcolm Murray wipes out. His back hit hard. His back hit hard against that apron.
A chop to the throat and big right hand over to Amor from Ronnie.
Mongolian chop into that roaring forearm. Oh no. That is a collapsible baton. Nat Castle is getting in there to stop this. Nat Castle trying to put a stop.
Up on the back of Moses.
And Ronnie Moses throwing down Nat Castle, but Sebi Amor has got the baton. Oh no!
Caught red-handed.
That is a DQ.
Officer Ronnie.
Here is your winners, Los Toxicos.
A little lying, cheating, and stealing from Los Toxicos gets them the DQ victory.
Classic pass-off misdirection. Oh!
But the guard dog. The guard dog fires Susio into that post.
Oh, and a strike across the back with the baton. For real this time, Officer Ronnie laying into Amor.
And here you see the sore losers that are Los Toxicos, or that are Security Inc., excuse me.
Now they're asking for a microphone. I think we're going to hear from them.
I've had enough! We enact justice and you people boo! Oh, but Security Inc. gets wrongfully disqualified and you all cheer. Getting disqualified for something that I didn't even do! Shame on you! Shame on all of you! And biggest shame of all goes on Los Toxicos. Although I think I can point my finger at one little lady in particular who thought it was okay to put her hands on an officer.
This is uncalled for.
You and everybody else need to understand something.
Should it go? Oh, able to duck.
Susio knocks out Ronnie Moses.
Oh!
Takes a vicious spear from the guard dog. Not Ava Everett, I'm thinking of later tonight. Nat Castle not backing down. Come on, no.
Being restrained.
Nat Castle being handcuffed to the second rope.
Nice try. Malcolm, punish them.
Nat Castle helpless to assist here.
Muscle. You watch.
Sebi Amor driven into the mat.
Get him.
Pop up. Matt Castle
Don't make me hurt you.
unable to help.
And that's a mandible claw from the
Feel the
guard.
pain. Feel the
He's in
pain.
a world of pain.
Law and order. Law and order. Law and order.
No matter what Ronnie Moses screams, there is
All right,
nothing
Malcolm.
lawful or
Release,
orderly
release.
about
Good
this.
boy.
Checking on his hand. There was a look of derangement across the face of Moses as he was screaming that.
We are Security Inc. reporting for duty.
And once more, Security Inc. loses the battle but wins the war here on AXW Recharge. And as they walk off, let's talk about something a little better, something to kind of cleanse the palate. This is disgusting. The joy they take in brutalizing people with weapons, handcuffing them, is disgusting. But what is the exact opposite of that? What is amazing is the value you get from Excellence.tv. Join us tonight at 6:05 for American Dreams.